We are here today to talk about bathing your dog, and Ray is going to model for us today. A lot of times I hear people talk about how much they shed. Not wrong, they shed a ton. However, we do have some tricks for you in regards to de-shedding the ever-living out of these guys, because bathing them in your bathtub is not enough. You will still get hair everywhere. So we tend to come to places like Pet Value. We're in a Pet Value today. Worth it, so we can destroy Pet Value and not destroy our bathroom. One of the things that we recommend everybody picks up are some of these rubber brushes. They look like this. Depends on your comfort level, whichever one kind of floats your boat. So we use those. The other thing that we tend to rely on is we rely on conditioner. It's very important you do not use people shampoo on these guys. They get dirty, they do not get greasy. Humans get greasy and oily hair, therefore our shampoos really are good at stripping all the oil out. So what happens is if you use people shampoo on these guys, it dries them out and they get flaky, awful, horrible skin. So if they're filthy, definitely use a shampoo or something like that to make them clean, but after, we are really going to focus on conditioning and de-shedding them with conditioner. I like this stuff. It is dirt cheap. You get it at Walmart. It is Tresemme. I think they have an entire line of like Botanique stuff. I don't know. It's cheap. $4 a bottle. Goes a long way. There's nothing in it. It's just straight up conditioner. This is going to be your best friend. It's going to save you a bunch of money. If you want to spend $20 a bottle on fancy pet conditioner, by all means, I'm not your money manager, but this is what we use. So let's get started. Actually pretty disgusting. I'm going to show you the bottom of this tub in a second. The next phase, we towel them dry. We are going to blow dry him. So most Pet Values, this is something you just can't do at home. But most pet washes, that kind of stuff, they'll have dryers that looks like this. This little dude. Again, it does not bother them. He's used to it. He likes this. We are going to get so much extra hair out by blasting him dry. The only thing I always recommend you do is watch his ears. Nobody would like this in their ears. So you can always put a hand over like this when you're working on that. Morgan is going to dry him. Don't worry, we won't make you watch the entire thing, but let's get started giving him a drying. Dry. He's actually staring at a cat right now, so we're gonna tell him to look away so he doesn't leap out of this tub. But now that he's dry, I mean, there's a couple patches around him that are damp, but he's dry, and we're gonna revisit the same brush that we used when we bathed him. So this is dry, dog is dry, and we're gonna go over him once again and again, because we're shaking all that loose hair out. We want anything that's even a little bit loose, we want it gone. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to quickly dust him off one more time, and he should be ready to go. And that is just a little bit of what we got out of him after he's clean and dry. Done. He is far less sheddy. He is also a little fluffy. That dies down after like a day. But again, to recap, don't chase the cat. Rubber brushes with these little, see how the bristles kind of move? Like this is soft, like this is not a hard thing. They actually really like it. It's like a massage, it's really good. And again, you want to do that with a conditioner because the number one thing that happens to these guys is they dry out super fast. So if you're doing that with conditioner in conjunction with this and using the blow dryer to again blast out a lot of that loose hair, you should be able to get at least, you know, good, what, month, you think, Morgan?
Yeah.
A good month before you pet them and gobs of hair start flying off again, in which case you will be back.